we can actually pop off right now. A little bit at least. I'm gonna go with the counter. I think I'm gonna attack with everything, to be honest. Just being super aggressive. And well, it's attacking, so why not a 3-1? Let me get the... yeah, another one. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm bringing you another deck tech, but before we go into that, don't forget to leave that like, comment, subscribe and share the video. It helps out the channel a ton and I really appreciate it. Another way to help out the channel is by using my card trader affiliate link that I'll leave down in the description. It comes at no extra cost to you, and with their card trader zero policy, you'll be saving a lot on shipping while helping out the channel. That's a win-win for everyone, and we all like those, right? Now, as for the deck, finally I've managed to get a cool competitive deck with some of the new Streets of New Cappena cards. This is a deck with a lot of high-ish CMC cards, so getting a lot of treasures is important, as well as getting a good mana curve that I'm still kind of working on. Cards like Mag the Brazen Outlaw and Prosperous Innkeeper will be very important early game in making those treasures. The Sentinel will let you use those smaller creatures in order to cheat out the big spells sooner as well. Gala Greeters will also help you with treasure creation, but in a different way. It makes tap treasures, so that means you'll have to wait a turn to use them. Not very efficient, but still very good. Another very important thing about this deck is obviously token creation. For that, you'll have cards like Adeline Resplendent Cathar, sorry, I got there eventually, Felidar Retreat and Ezeka's Chariot, for example. After that, Jinnie Phase Jetmir second ability comes into play. I knew I was going to enjoy this card, and after using it a little bit, amazing. Every token that you create, and it doesn't matter what it is, it could be treasures, clues, blood tokens, food tokens, other creatures, whatever you can make, they can become a 2/2 cat with haste or a 3/1 dog with vigilance. That means you can easily make an army in just a couple of turns, and that's amazing. After that, just slam Jetmir Nexus of Revels on the battlefield and enjoy +1/+0 counters and vigilance, trample and eventually double strike. Trust me, it's easier than it looks to actually pull this off. Cards like Snakeskin Veil will help you protect your Jinnies and Jetmirs, you know, because they're legendary creatures, so you can only have one of them at a time unless you use something like Mirror Box, but we're not running that on the deck. Cavalry Charm can give you creatures, counters, or act as removal. And speaking of removal, you have cards like Depopulate and Farewell to balance things out if your opponents go too in front of you. Big Score will possibly fish out some answers and give you some treasures while doing so pretty decent. Land-wise, we're playing with 2 plains, 4 mountains, 5 forests, 2 Crack Crown Pathways, 2 Rockfall Vale, 2 Furycarm Snarls, 3 Needle Verge Pathways and 2 Sundown Passes. This was it. I hope everyone enjoys the video. Let's get in some games and see how the deck performs. I'll see you in a bit. Let's see if I can actually get some... Do you like my new avatar? I do. Let's see if I can get some cool stuff to show you guys. You know, we have a lot of land, so I think I'm gonna keep this end, to be honest. And the Jinnie Fae, that's not terrible, to be completely fair. I'm gonna play this just because I don't really have anything to do right now, so... Not enjoying that thing that I just saw happening. The fourth cell is not a great thing to see. Snakeskin Veil next turn would actually be a pretty decent one. Maybe that's a Poison the Cup. Maybe that's Behold the Multiverse. You know, there are a lot of things that it could be. Well, should I go with Jinnie? I think I will. It's probably a side coming, but I think I will go with Jinnie just because Zika's Chariot is probably a little bit more important right now. Because with Jetmir as well. Okay, so Infernal Grasp, no plan, that's fine. Doesn't really matter what kind of how do you say it? It doesn't really matter if our opponents play with if there are new sets coming out or not. All that matters is that control is gonna dominate 100% Magic Arena. So, you know, enjoy it, I guess. Wish I could actually no, but enjoy the absolute control fest that this game is. He's not gonna block, obviously. It was a good attack, can't really complain. I doubt Jetmir is gonna survive a lot. Let's see how our opponent will kill Jetmir, or maybe he will wait and try and kill so I'm gonna put Magda in, doesn't matter, I know, but I will. I'm gonna do the Izika's Chariot, Magda, and this one. I know he will kill either Izika's Chariot or Jetmir. But I think I'm good. Okay, so he decided to kill that one. Makes perfect sense, obviously. He has to block. It's a shame we don't really have anything good to play right now. Another Izika's Chariot would be like a cherry on top. We got the scoop. So we really don't need. Our opponent was completely. This is the beginning of the new season, that's why, you know. I'm on silver, I was on diamond last season. Our opponent was completely minus screwed, only 3 lands. So I really know how that feels. We got a lot of lands and a lot of treasures as well, but you know, let's try and get into another one and see if we can find some other cool games for you guys. It sucked that our opponent was a little minus screwed last game. I'm saying a little, it was really minus screwed, but still a pretty decent. Of course, I have more forests than mountains, but Magic never gives me a forest, never. It's amazing. So I'm gonna keep this hand because I kinda have to, and I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna take out Depopulate, and I'm gonna pray, just pray that I'll get one more land at least one more, because then I can actually do something else. Okay, this was decent, not gonna complain about that, because now, yeah, I should complain because we still can't put Jinnie in and we only get mountains, but yeah, the shuffler is perfectly fine. Don't you ever say the shuffler isn't fine. It's in its prime, it's the ideal condition for a shuffler, you know, all of that good stuff. So our opponent is, what, never saw this card getting played. Okay, this is probably one of those portal. So I can do this. I cannot put Jinnie, of course, but let's see what my opponent has. There, probably a Doomscar. I'm always going to assume a Doomscar, but I don't know if he wants to play that Doomscar right now, so of course. So I think I'll do this. It doesn't really matter because my opponent will have an answer for almost everything because he's not really playing anything, so it's basically, you know, a lose-lose situation for me. Was not expecting that, but okay. I really was not expecting him to expel the... First of all, no one uses expel. But maybe Wilder is kind of a budget player. Okay. Now we get all the lands, so you know, this is Magic 101. I think I'll attack with Jinnie Face, probably gonna block with the Cosmos. I'll keep the Nexus. Yeah, so I think I'll Snakeskin Veil to protect it. I'm gonna block this one. Not block, I'm gonna tap. So I sense a Doomscar coming and we're pretty screwed because I have no card left on hand. The Galagreators would have, you know, helped a little bit with life and making a bigger creature that I could have attacked with this turn. Maybe I could have kept my Snakeskin Veil another turn to protect something. Not that it protects anything if it's a board wipe, but you get what I'm saying. At this point, I honestly don't know what would be nice. Maybe Izika's Chariot could be a nice one, especially after a Doomscar, right? But Adeline would probably be a decent one as well because it would keep creating some auras. Or my opponent scooping. That's also that's also very nice. I really like this avatar, so make sure to like the video just because of the avatar alone. But yeah, maybe those weren't Doomscars. Yeah, I was assuming either Doomscars or Behold the Multiverse. But this was a weird deck, but maybe Wilder is a newer player, not really having a lot of, you know, usual cards that you see, like never saw Godzal Guardian being played, never saw Karfalar Bringer, Cosmos Charger, not really as well, even though it's a rare. But yeah, the deck performed decently. We couldn't really see Galagreators, but Jinnie and Jetmir kind of put in the work that we needed. So let's get into another one. I just really hope I can make this deck pop off for you guys, you know. When this deck works, it works. Yeah, I can keep this for sure. Turn 3 I'm playing Jinnie without any hesitation. Turn 4 I can play the Innkeeper. But let's see. We got another land, so we're kinda solid on land because we're gonna be making also 2 treasures. Adeline is a great one. I think I'm gonna go with that. And I can play the Innkeeper right now, but should I? I think I will. Because 1 point of damage to our opponent right now wouldn't really do anything, and you know, a couple more, that's different. So I think the strategy is the same. Jinnie Fae next turn, depending on what we get obviously, but Jinnie Fae coming in next turn would be pretty good. Zach Yu, I think that's our opponent's name. He's taking his time, you know, he's really thinking about what he's going to play. That kind of concerns me. Okay, Gala Greeters, lands, nothing else, so that's kind of fine. And we have a Gala Greeters of our own. Can we actually... I think if I do this we can play both. Nope. I think we can, so let me check. We can also play Adeline. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Adeline for now. Yeah, that's it. And I think I'm gonna attack, even though I don't believe... maybe I shouldn't. Or should I? I don't think I will, honestly. Because clearly our opponent has something. And I'm assuming it's something like a snakeskin veil. That's what makes sense, at least, so... I think I should probably just wait a little bit, you know? Nah, I'm gonna go with the counters. Because next turn I kinda wanna... no attacks. Let's see what our opponent does. I mean, if he has a Doomscar or something like that, it's GG, but I don't think this deck will play a Doomscar. Okay, so... pretty slow. And we can actually pop off right now. A little bit at least. I'm gonna go with the counter. I think I'm gonna attack with everything, to be honest. Just being super aggressive. And well, it's attacking, so why not a 3-1? Let me get the... yeah, another one. This is exactly what I wanted to try and do with this deck, you know? Make it really go off. And this is not the best I've seen of this deck, but it's a pretty cool showing. So I'm pretty happy with this for sure. That was worrying. I mean, okay. I was kind of thinking like either our opponent has completely gave up, or we're basically screwed and he's gonna like wipe the whole board or something like that. But apparently he just gave up. So we got the win. Let's try and get another one. Apologies if you hear like me, I don't know what it's called, but like doing this with my nose, but allergy season. So I kinda have to, you know, suffer. Could be worse, that's all I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna keep this hand for sure. We have Magda that we can actually, yeah, sure, why not? That we can actually play on turn 2 and hopefully get a couple treasures before losing her. Okay, I have no idea what our opponent could have. Maybe a mono green deck. Roaring Earth, okay, that's a pretty good card. if you have I was gonna say if you have a landfall deck, but that's not really the case. I'll go with white probably. I'm gonna do that. And now I think I'll... I really don't know what I should do. I think I'll go with Jinnie because worst case scenario we'll get another white or red source, right? And maybe we'll need to go with the big score. Far from ideal again. Yeah, I'll attack with both. Nah, I need the treasures, unfortunately. Maybe we should save them and go with big score next turn. Apologies for my share, you know the deal. And today apologies for my nose also. Okay, so Snake and Veil. I could have killed the elite. I'm just gonna do this and what should I take out? Considering I'm losing Jinnie, I think I'm gonna take out the charm, but not really. The Innkeeper, I guess. Okay, we got the green source. So now should we go with tokens? I think I will go with tokens, to be honest. Okay, so I can put Gala Greeters, right? Attack with Magda is gonna block, obviously. And with the treasure, put the other Gal. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do, honestly. Or we can actually kill the Dragon's Guard Elite with the Cabaretti Charm, because it's gonna deal the damage we need. Oh, it didn't do that, so that's good for us. I'm just gonna do this. And I'm gonna choose to create the tap treasure token right now, because treasures are going to be very important, considering we're not really getting all the mana that we need / want. Okay, Rune of Might, Trample. We can still heal it. Okay, he didn't do anything, so let me think about this. We can Felidar. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Felidar Retreat, Plains. Start putting tokens, and now we get the scoop. So these were scoops on scoops on scoops, basically. Clearly we can ramp up with this deck, so I was going to actually attack with Magda, right? Create another treasure, put Adeline on the field. Give more counters to the Gala Greeter, so there will be 3 3s at the end of this, and you know, make my creatures bigger. Next turn with Adeline we would create tokens, making the Galas bigger again, you know, and pretty good. Our opponent again was a little minus screwed. Sucks for them, but that happens to us, to me, all the time, so I can only be somewhat sympathetic, honestly. Let's see if I go into another game or the final thoughts. Win or lose, definitely the last game we're gonna play for this video. Still in love with my avatar, but... Okay, 2 forests is far from ideal. However, we get the prosperous innkeeper that will give us 1. I think I'm gonna keep this, and hear me out. The prosperous innkeeper will give us 1 token either way, so we can actually play the Ezekiel's chariot or use big skull. So we're very behind right now. He has more mana. He has a creature with manas that will keep creating mana. Should I protect the innkeeper? I think it serves its purpose, to be honest. It would be helpful for the life gain, but at the same time, I would much rather protect Jinnie. Or try and protect Jinnie, obviously. That's very worrying for me. So I can go kind of indifferent, right? Jinnie, keep Snakeskin Veil open. I'm still gonna take the damage, 4 damage again, but hopefully let's protect Jinnie for a turn. And hopefully, I know I've been saying hopefully a lot, but I really need mana next turn. Okay, so I can block the Javelinier. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I can definitely block it. I cannot do anything for these 2. So he has no cards in hand. My turn. Obviously I did not get what I needed, but I can still play Ezekiel's chariot. I'm just gonna keep, I think I'm gonna go with the 3 ones, to be fair, and maybe I should just attack, because I doubt he will block. I'm trying to be a little aggressive, but that's not really helping right now. I could kill the Hulking Bugbear, but I don't think I will. I think I'll take the damage. Just these 2? He has nothing. Huh. I'm really misreading the situation. So 3, 2, and nothing else. That's absolutely fine by me. Now I need to put the Sentinel on the field. I'll Ezekiel's chariot, these 2. I'm just gonna attack with the chariot. No, I think I'm gonna attack with both, because Snakeskin Veil, I can protect it. I can protect Jinnie with it. So I think I'm gonna attack with all of them actually. So he's gonna take a lot of damage probably. Nope, tried to block. So this is a 4/4 now, so I won't lose my Jinnie. I I won't lose any of my tokens, creatures, whatever. He will get a card. That's not ideal, obviously. But if we are a little lucky with the cards our opponent gets, I think we can actually close this out next turn. Let's see. Fireblade Charger, okay, but for him to do that manually, this has to have something, you know, that something weird's about to happen probably. Okay, so 3. Will he activate then of the Bugbear maybe? Okay, that was okay, his intention. Gotcha. So 3, 4, 5. I'll take 5 damage. He'll heal my that wasn't. See what I mean when I say that magic is insane, the way they do stuff on Arena. Like, he had 4 treasures and magic still chose the only thing he could have attacked with. Like, that makes no sense. I'm gonna put 2 treasure. Yeah, I was gonna 2 treasures. No, 2 tokens. So I was gonna turn them into cats. You know, attack with everything and most likely kill my opponent right here, because I was going to attack with a 4/4, 2 3/1s, 2 2/2s, and another 4/4 that will give me another token. So it will be a pretty good turn for us. Unfortunately, we couldn't use Adeline, I don't know how you say it, the Cathar, the other Cathar, and our Felidar Retreat, because we were kind of mana screwed. But even then, the deck performed pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with this one. And let's get into the final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts, everyone. I really like decks like this one. It's really fun to put a bunch of tokens on the field, make them huge and just swing for the win. I'll maybe change cards like Depopulate and Felidar Retreat and add some more protection or maybe card draw. I feel like if you run out of steam, you'll need a lot to get back into the game, and that's not ideal, obviously. Also, maybe a card like Scoot Swarm or Goldspan Dragon can find a place on this deck. Scoot Swarm will be very helpful, you know, in creating a lot of tokens so you can actually make stronger ones with Jinnie, and Goldspan Dragon will also be very synergetic with Jinnie, because the tokens it creates, you can immediately make them become creatures. So if I had to make changes right now, I'll probably take out Depopulate, Felidar Retreat and Security Rocks, to be honest, and maybe add Goldspan Dragon, Scoot Swarm, and maybe some more big scores. The cards I liked most were Ezekiel's Chariot. You know, this is a powerhouse, we all know what this card can do. Jetmir, Nexus of Revels, very easily it can make your creatures huge and more than enough to win the game. And Jinnie, Jetmir second. Super fun cards with really cool abilities, so what's not to love, right? But this was it, everyone. This was the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave that like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate it very much. It helps out the channel a ton. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.